And you can't stop the rain. Can't stop the rain. When it starts to pour, can't stop the rain. Oh! Can't stop the rain.
Don't get tucked in, pussy. Bitch, I got money now.
Miracle food. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's vegan, gluten-free, 100% natural, fresh from nature, organic. Get your miracle food today. Get your miracle food today. Miracle food, suitable for all ages. It's the perfect Valentine reboot.
Let's get lifted. Relax your mind and listen. Hear the voice in your mind and your intuition. We all gifted. How we survive this prison. Close your eyes in the dark and receive this healing. Let's get lifted. Relax your mind and listen. Hear the voice in your mind and your intuition. We all gifted. How we survive this prison. Close your eyes in the dark and receive.
If you're looking to get promotion on the channel, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. All promotion for the rest of the year until January 1st, 2022 will be $35. I'm also doing collaborations and interviews with small channels, big channels. It doesn't matter what your channel content has to be. It doesn't even have to be about conspiracies. But if you want to work, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. And send all donations to my Cash App at $Dwayne McClain TV, only if you can afford to do it. I know I put up a poll the other day, and a lot of y'all said y'all are broke. God, please be with y'all pocket. What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again to give you guys another video. And today is White Dude Wednesday. And I apologize about what happened last Wednesday, but you know we had something crazy happen last Wednesday with Dolph. So we had to push that back. But we're going to get to this reptile right here, this bloodsucker, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He a vampire, man. He a reptile. You know what I'm saying? He an alien. This dude ain't from this planet. Bill Gates does not have society's best interest. He's a bad dude, all right? This dude is a criminal. Let me stop saying that. It's all allegedly. Let me stop put that on him. And I say, hey, let me tell you something. When you're dealing with these guys at the top, they don't like them allegations, man. So this is allegedly a criminal. But yeah, man, either way, Bill Gates is not a good dude, bro, like that. Like he be trying to fool y'all, but he can't fool me, okay? He ain't had his hands tied in too much stuff, done weighed too many things over the years, and he just come off funny, you know what I mean? And that's too much money. Anybody with that much money making $90 billion like that and can sleep at night, something wrong with them, man. And they reptiles, they cut from a different cloth, man. These ain't real people, all right? They ain't, okay? So let's get into this Illuminati breakdown and see what we can find out on old Bill. Now, out the gate, this peanut butter and jelly eating dude, you see him throwing on them devil horns, all right? Now, don't get it twisted. When I see Bill Gates, I just see like the whitest white man. Honey, can I get some peas and mashed potatoes and meatloaf? That's like the ultimate white dude meal. Can I get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, dear? White dudes, bro. Hey, shout out to white people, bro. But yeah, man, we see him throwing them devil horns up, man. Hey, how's it going, Johnny? That's him at the office. Hey, John. They throwing them devil horns up, man. Boy, what y'all know when he see black people, he get racist. He says, so what's cracking? You dig me? Hey, Bill Gates, boy, you sold out, boy. You throwing them devil horns up way too much, man. Now, the number one picture that I knew that he sold out, y'all see this one eye symbolism right here? You know they sold out. Now, this is where I get my points at, all right? So I'm about to get, off this one picture alone, I probably got like 10, 15 points because you know that he sold out right here with the one eye symbolism. And then the Xbox with the red ring of death. That's what that Xbox is called, the red ring of death right there. That's what it was called. If you had a 360 back in the day, you remember that. You came home from school, you hit the power button, the red ring came on. But Microsoft was really good with that. They handled that really well. You just sent your Xbox back, they send you your Xbox right back. It was really well. Now, here's another billionaire throwing up one eye symbolisms. Video over. I done windmill dunked on him, man. I done did a 360 windmill on him in the middle of the game for no reason. 2 billionaires, top of the line billionaires, rocking the one-eye emblem early in their careers. Come on, man. This is not coincidental. Stop playing with me, man. Now we also have here Bill Gates, where it says Master of the Universe, okay? That's like one of the Masonic terms. Like, people don't understand that. They got something called the Architect of the Universe. Hold on, I know it's like G, greatest architecture. I forgot what it stands for. But anyway, it'd be something like of the universe. And you see Bill Gates with that lightning bolt. That lightning bolt is supposed to represent Satan. Remember, Satan comes out the sky. And it also represents Zeus, okay? That lightning bolt also represents SS, Satan. So there's a lot go with that lightning bolt, man. So Bill Gates is already throwing up mad symbolism out the gate. Okay, so I did a 360 windmill, and I broke his ankles. I done broke his ankles, did a windmill dunk on him, and what's what I'm saying? Fucked up Jeff Bezos. So the one play I broke Jeff Bezos' ankles, got that windmill dunk nuts all in Bill Gates' face and dunked on him. You know what I'm saying, y'all? PSI, y'all. I also cannot dunk in real life. I'm trash at basketball. I'm not gonna lie. I'm 6'1", and God did say you cannot play no sports, Dwayne. So I have no athletic ability. But guess what? He knew if he gave me athletic ability, I'd have been unstoppable, man. He just knew, like, bro, you got too much charisma. You too handsome. You just too cool, man. I can't make you athletic because you're gonna take over the world, man. But let's move on to the video. We have here where he says they call me the devil, but I don't care. I bet Bill Gates don't care if they call him the devil, man. I bet they don't. Basically, in this where he was talking about how he basically runs and how he moves his business or something. Go watch the whole interview, man. It's funny as I don't know what. But there's also an author out there who came up with a book where it says The Devil in a Pink Sweater, Bill Gates and the Mark of the Beast. This book is basically about how he's trying to get you chipped up. You know, I can't really say all that because they'll flag you up for that. I don't read a YouTube statement. You cannot put no false information about COVID out there. If it didn't come from them, it's false. So, Bill Gates had a book where he's talking about him trying to do the Mark of the Beast. Okay, so reason why I'm showing this here, I want y'all to look at one word. It's philanthropist. It says William Henry Gates III is an American business man, Gates, software developer, investor, author, and philanthropist. That philanthropist word gets thrown around too often, all right? And here's an article that I found. I'm going to read the entire article on my Patreon, so please subscribe to my Patreon. We will be back working on that as well. We got to get things working. I got to get consistent with that and DMTV Suit. So we're going to be doing a lot of work coming in the near future. But Satan was the first philanthropist, okay? So reading the first part of that, okay, it says here, Warren Buffett, George Soros, Bill Gates, and the Koch brothers and Oprah are all famous for their success in business. All famous in part for their philanthropy, all in league with the devil, okay? Basically being in league with evil. When they say the devil, if you somebody who's very religious, you can think that they're talking about an entity. For me personally, when they talk about philanthropy, meaning they just doing stuff with evil intentions, okay? Same thing. So, and here's another part of the daggone article that I just reading you. It says, never one to indulge in the understatement Brownson claimed that Satan's favorite guise in modern times is that of philanthropy. Like I said, we're going to read this whole article on my Patreon, so y'all subscribe to that. We're going to have other videos of Chris Brown Illuminati Breakdown dropping exclusively on Patreon, and the Odell Beckham. I might give y'all a few clips of the Chris Brown, but not the whole video. But, yeah, man, basically this whole article is basically talking about how they will use big donations of big money to control governments and control people, but they make it look like they're doing something good. One thing that Bill and Melinda Gates did with their philanthropist, efforts was they donated a lot of money to Planned Parenthood. Now, in 2014, they stopped donating to Planned Parenthood, and they said they has not decided to fund abortion, focus instead on family planning and contraception in order to avoid the conflation of abortion and family planning. Bullshit. All right, they stopped funding an abortion because it didn't look good. They still have their hands in abortion some way and somehow, allegedly, I'm sure. And I guarantee you, them funding the families and stuff, I guarantee you they are funding the Democratic Party and making sure, and if they're in ties with George Soros, they're making sure that, hey, we can keep the man out the house and, for a certain community, and we can F up these families, you know what I'm saying? So do not be fooled by their philanthropic efforts. They have no good intentions. And they should not have been donating to the Planned Parenthood situation anyway, because Planned Parenthood was made by a racist lady named Margaret Sanger. Now, this is Margaret Sanger right here. Now, this lady right here was the one who was behind Planned Parenthood, and she did not have no good intentions to help black people at all. And that's why it was so heavily funded in our areas. You see a Planned Parenthood center in all of our communities. All right, it says Planned Parenthood was founded by a racist white woman. That is a part of history that cannot be changed. There's the writing that a paradigm of systemic racism, pay inequity, and lack of upward mobility for black staff continues. All right, so basically, man, she pretty much set us about the gate. And they say singer Planned Parenthood mission. In a 1939 letter to Dr. C.J. Gamble, Sanger urged him to get over his reluctance to hire a full-time Negro physician, as the colored Negroes can get closer to their own members or more or less lay their cards on the table, which means they're ignorance, superstitious, and doubt. Basically keep the black people out of here, okay? She said that herself, all right? Now let's get back to Bill Gates. But I just had to touch on that because the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation did, through their philanthropic efforts, donate to Planned Parenthood billions of dollars to this. So they're pretty much behind for a lot of little babies who were aborted from 2014 and back, all right? And who knows what else they got their hands into. But I do know that Bill Gates got his hands into the Agenda 21, which we'll talk about. Got his hands into Dimming the Sun, which we'll talk about. Got his hands also into the Divic 91 situation. All right, if you don't know what Divic 91 is, just say it backwards. DIVOC 91, all right? So we got 19. Anyway, you know what I mean. But there's plenty of articles on Bill Gates. It says, and this one here's one I found. It says, Bill Gates and Modern Witch. COVID conspiracy theories involving billionaires similar to a witch hunt, okay? Basically, man, what it is, man, basically there's so many different conspiracies about him on the COVID situation. Bill Gates is really talked about a lot, and I was really shocked y'all wanted to see him. I really thought y'all wanted to see Chef Ramsay instead of Bill Gates, but this dude is very similar. Now, I did say he have his hands tied into a Dimming the Sunlight situation. It says here, Microsoft billionaire founder Bill Gates is financially backing the development of sun-dimming technology that will potentially reflect sunlight out of the Earth's atmosphere, triggering a global cooling effect. A stupid idea. Anyways, like I said, man, this dude want to play God. That's what you have when you get too much money. When you get too much money, you think you be God, all right? And here's another part it says here. It says, widespread research into the efficiency of solar and geoengineering has been stalled for years due to controversies. Opponents believe such science come with unpredictable risks, including extreme shifts in weather pattern, not dissimilar to warming trends we are already witnessing. Environmentalists simply fear that a dramatic shift in mitigation strategy will be treated as a green light to continue emitting greenhouse gases with little to no changes in current consumption and production patterns. So people are all worried about it. You think Bill Gates is listening? No, he's going to fund the project because I particularly thinks he secretly wants this, all right? Bill Gates is that dude, Mr. Burns, for blocking the sun, okay? Now, dog lover number one, Bill Gates, he does not have society's best interest. This man is even propositioning for the society to eat synthetic meats. Now, I'm going to read from the second paragraph here, okay? And the lady's basically asking what significant role in the battles we have against climate change, or what can we do? And Gates said, we need a lot of technologies, synthetic meat, energy stores, new ways of making building materials. We want to be open to ideas that seem wild, okay? He also listed eating synthetic meat as one of the things he is personally doing to reduce his carbon footprint. Said he's encouraged burger outlets to offer synthetic beef as a choice. On the personal front, I'm doing a lot more. I am driving electric cars. I have solar panels at my house. Whatever, man. And he also says here, I eat synthetic meat some of the time. I buy green aviation food I pay for direct. Man, nobody cares, Bill Gates. You eating synthetic meat, and that's why y'all be seeing that Impossible Whopper and all these Impossible meats. That's synthetic meat, man. And I thought, when you be honest, when you ate the Burger King Impossible Whopper, I remember I ate one. That bad boy tastes just like the burger, man. That's synthetic meat. That stuff ain't safe, man. And I remember after eating, I'm like, yo, I feel weird, man. You know what I'm saying? Then who knows? All the meat might be fake. And this dude is propositioning for us to eat synthetic meat, man. That's not cool. So Bill Gates, you clearly see that he does not, he be thinking too crazy, man. He a reptile. So when you're a reptile, you're going to think this type of way and you're going to feel this type of way because you want to destroy society in any means. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on with Bill Gates. Now, we got to talk about him and his clone, man. Now, these two cannot be the same people. His wife looked totally different. That lady looked like that's a mask on, clearly. I know my boy, Conscious Excellent, tackled this. Now, these right here is a before and after picture. These are two different people. Now, lady, your nose job was terrible. You ain't got a nose job, that doctor jacked up. But both of them got some beaks now. Both of them got some beaks. They both look like some type of toucans or cockatoos out of the rainforest. But if you look at that picture to the left and you look at that picture to the right, they ain't the same people, man. She looked totally different, man. She got a terrible plastic surgeon. Terrible. All right, and where the hell are they lips at? Hey, white people, both, where the hell y'all lips be at? Well, y'all be having no lips. Y'all just be tripping me out, that no upper lip having self. Y'all be tripping me out. But I be seeing a white dude with no lip. Like, boy, that white dude, that's a white man. That man ain't got no lips, bro. For real. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Shouts out to white people, man. But these two people here got some beaks on them. They got some noses. But yeah, man, I really think those are just some clone robot reptiles. But I'm just showing y'all the pictures and showing them people look weird, man. Now, let's go into the meat potatoes of the video. Bill Gates had his hand tied in Agenda 21. Now, if you don't know what Agenda 21, please pause this video and read this article here. I am not about to read all these little words, all right? But I'm going to read that first line saying, 2004, Bill Gates signed a contract with the UNESCO to create a global education system based on Agenda 21. Agenda 21, in paraphrasing, is basically a contingency plan on how to handle catastrophic situations worldwide. So they had Agenda 21 in October 2020, in October 2019. Then in 2020, we had the pandemic happen. Coincidence. So they start prepping for a situation where a catastrophic situation can happen worldwide and how they can prepare for it. That's what Agenda 21 is. And Bill Gates was one of the big donators to this organization. He's one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Sponsors, we can say, all right? Partners, okay, there it goes. Bill and Melinda Gates, one of the partners of this right here, the Sustainable Development Goals, all right? Basically, Agenda 21. So Bill Gates had his hand in Agenda 21. Why is some tech geek trying to put his mind and stuff and his ideas, involvement on world issues? This man ain't no daggone world leader or nothing like that. Now, this right here is basically what Agenda 21 is. Like I said, you can pause this and read this for yourself. I'm just going to read that first sentence. It says, Agenda 21 addresses the pressing problems of today and also aims at preparing the world for the challenges of the next century. It reflects a global consensus and political commitment at the highest level of development and environment corporations. Okay, as far as I'm going to read, man. So basically, Agenda 21 is basically an idea on how to handle a catastrophic situation worldwide. And Bill Gates had his hand in it. I really think he had his hand behind this right here. This word, all right? And Bill Gates had his hand in a lot of different situations. Now, I'm not going to go too in on the Divic 91, but this is on their website, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. You see where they talking about the Divic 91. I'm not about to go too depths in on it. YouTube ain't playing about that. We will talk about Divic 91 on the Patreon through Vimeo. So stay tuned. Now, Bill Gates was also trending on Trender recently in India, where it says Indians are demanding the Microsoft founder to be arrested. So basically in 2019, Bill Gates was going around chipping people in India, giving them chips in their arm. I meant to say in 2009, he was giving HPV vaccines to a bunch of people, basically giving them vaccines. Somehow in 2009, he was giving out vaccines to some people in Indonesia and ended up making them all sick. And he did it illegally. And he was running tests on them. So they found out about it, brought it up, and then now they was asking for Bill Gates to be arrested. A very, very interesting story, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about it at some other time. You know, I don't want to keep this video too long. Just talking about this. That could be one whole video just talking about that. Now, here's another part of the meat and potatoes, all right, of this video. Key word there. Look at the term VIPs. VIPs aptly flocked to Bill Gates Summit. This is in May 10th, 1997. VIPs flocked to Bill Gates Summit. All right? Bill Gates threw a party. The Microsoft CEO Summit held here on Thursday today drew Vice President Al Gore, Steve Forbes, and Rod E. Hunt, the chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, as well as 100 other VIPs representing 25 countries and constellations of business and industries. The digital era do featured a dinner on Thursday night at Mr. Gates' futuristic mansion in Progress on Lake Washington. The first high-profile entertaining he has done there that brought a buzzing pack of maritime onlookers and boats on jet skis. Guests arrived by cruise boats. Okay, so this is big time. Bill Gates had all the VIPs across the world here. All right, all of them. Now read here in this part of the article. Forget Davos. Forget the Bohemian Grove. Bill Gates, the richest man in America and considered by some of the most important men in the world, has put his opening bid to become the host with the most ability to pet the most chief executives, political heavyweights into one party of his creation. That is the VIP, the Bill Gates Summit, okay? It's bringing out all these people. And if you guys remember in the show Squid Game, watch the show Squid Game, the VIPs came and did what? Watch people die. And who are the VIPs? They rock this mask on their face. Look at the hand sign. Throwing up that Masonic hand sign. They were letting y'all know in Squid Game who the VIPs are. They pretty much are the guys who run the world. The satanic crazy people. These people are wild. These VIPs are not cool. All right, they're showing the Squid Game. I got to give y'all a detailed breakdown of the Squid Game. I got to. That's spinning the block on that. Because y'all missed that part about the VIPs and they come there and watch people die. So Bill Gates had these type of people at his place, okay, on this caliber. And look right here, it says, forget the Bohemian Grove. The Bohemian Grove, all right? I got to put y'all on game what the Bohemian Grove is. Y'all go look that up. When you go look up Bohemian Grove, this image right here going to pop up. These are actually a real image of these people out here going and doing a sacrifice and worshiping Moloch. So this is what these VIPs do. So this is Bohemian Grove. Let's not go to here. Let's go to Bill Gates' house and do the same shit. Y'all don't think they're doing this wild shit at Bill Gates' place, doing sacrifices and stuff? That's how these people get down at the top. They get down like this. And this is a screen recording of me just typing in Bohemian Grove, and then I'll show you what comes up when I go to the images, okay? And it's actually a real place. When you go to the images, you start scrolling up, looking, they're going to show you all these weird images of what they do, and bam, satanic stuff pops up. That's where I got this picture from. I'm telling you, man, they let y'all know what they do and how they get down. Y'all got to just follow the dots. Bill Gates is down with them boys. And he actually used to host the parties for them back in 97. Who knows what the hell they're doing today? And here's another situation where I can put you on game that he was hanging out with them boys, all right? We have Bill Gates is hanging out here with Jeffrey Epstein. He was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. And he was hanging out with him numerous of times. He tried to say, oh, we weren't hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. You were bringing the VIPs to your place, the elites. Jeffrey Epstein was the guy who was behind blackmailing all of the elites. All right? And now look at you. Look at you. We're sitting with all these motherfuckers. I'm letting y'all know Bill Gates got down with them boys. Now, Bill Gates, like I said, when Jeffrey Epstein had this situation, he tried to make it seem like he wasn't rocking with him. We ain't dealing with him. No. You sip that get down juice. A lot of it. And Bill Gates won't be shot if you weren't doing that stuff he was doing. Now, here's one of the parts on an article that I found. It said, a few, though, compared in his prestige and power to be the world's second richest person. A brilliant and intensive primary illuminator, Bill Gates, and unlike many other, Mr. Gates started the relationship after Mr. Epstein was convicted of sex crimes. So he started hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein after he was convicted the first time. Mr. Gates and the Microsoft co-founder, whose 100 billion plus fortune has endowed the world's largest charitable organization, has done his best to minimize his connection to Mr. Epstein. I didn't have any business, relationship, or friend with him, he told the Wall Street Journal last month. Bullshit, 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 all right? Now, it says here, in fact, beginning in 2011, Mr. Gates met with Mr. Epstein on numerous occasions, including at least 3 times at Mr. Epstein's Palladium Manhattan townhouse, and at least once late in the night, according to interviews with more than a dozen people familiar with the relationship, as well as documents reviewed by the New York Times. So this is documented, okay? Employees of Mr. Gates' foundations also paid multiple visits to Mr. Epstein's mansion. And Mr. Epstein spoke with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and JP Morgan Chase about a proposed multi-billion-dollar charitable fund, an arrangement that he had the potential to generate enormous fees from Mr. Epstein. His lifestyle is very different and kind of intriguing, although it would not work for me. Mr. Gates emailed colleagues in 2011 after his first get-together with Mr. Epstein. So meaning he done seen how Jeffrey get down. He done seen it. And why is it? I don't know if y'all peep game, but I read it said he was even going there in the middle of the night. Why are you going to Epstein's house in the middle of the night and you know how Epstein get down? That's like me hanging out with a nigga. Everybody know this nigga out here smoke a lot of weed. I'm clearly hanging out or popping up over there to smoke some weed or buy weed. You know what I'm saying? If everybody knows what the hell he do, he got 100 weed charges. He always smell like weed. The car painted with a weed logo on it. He got weed shirt, weed clothes. You know you over there. If you dare, you buying weed. So you see somebody like a Jeffrey Epstein, and all he do is talk to the young little kids. You know what type of time he on. So don't get it twisted. Bill Gates is sip the get down juice. And y'all, this is only tip of the iceberg with Gates. Like I said, y'all, we can actually start dissecting everything about this dude. I can start cutting off the arm, the leg, the other arm, the other leg. Like for real, like we can start dissecting this entire situation behind him. Because Bill Gates has sipped the get down juice. And he's down with them boys. And I ain't making none of this stuff up. It's in the pudding. I showed y'all the information. All right? I showed it to you. This is stuff they put out. I ain't make none of this up. This is their information from their blogs, from their articles. All right? Hosting for the VIPs. That's number one. These guys said, forget the Bohemian Grove. Let's go to Bill Gates' place. The Bohemian Grove, they go worship a big owl called Moloch, and they sacrifice. It was caught on tape. All right? It is what it is, man. But it's the boy, Dwayne McClain, Dwayne McClain TV. Subscribe to the channel. Put in the comment section what you want me to show you, what you want to see next. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.